Have you ever been so nervous about something that's gonna happen soon that you couldn't hold yourself together? Even if it's something as simple as a speech in front of the whole class? Dave, according to presenting.com, let's update it 2018. From a once shy country boy to being able to officiate at weddings, encourages people to change their minds about fear, and fear will change. In an August 2020 article, Forbes noted that anxiety is the second most common mental illness in the US. Nearly 40% people in the US are affected by it, resulting in decreased work productivity. Today, I am going to tell you 3 things you should know about anxiety. First, I am going to tell you about what happens to the brain when people are anxious. Second, I am going to tell you about different types of anxiety. And finally, I am going to tell you scientists' new finding on anxiety. So let me start by telling you about what happens to the brain when people are anxious. Anxiety is caused by the overprotection of a healthy brain. According to a study by Direct India, a website that promoted mental health, when people experience anxiety, the right brain, which is responsible for controlling emotion, overrides the left brain, which is responsible for logic. Anxiety makes us illogical and unable to react normally. Now that you have heard what happened to the brain when people are anxious, let me tell you about different types of anxiety. The 2 types of anxiety, the most common 2 types of anxiety are generalized anxiety disorder and social anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder. In our country, according to ADAA.com, 6.8 million people are affected by generalized anxiety disorder, of which only 43% seek treatment. Patients may feel extremely worried and stressed for no apparent reason. Social anxiety disorder. 15 million people in the US are affected by social anxiety disorder, and 36% of the patients did not seek treatment in the first 10 years of their illness. Now that you have heard different types of anxiety, let me tell you about scientists' new finding on anxiety. A group of scientists from around the world have identified a brain gene that responsible for causing anxiety symptoms. Based on a study by the University of Bristol, last updated April 2023, researchers have identified a molecule that involves in NIR4A3, 5P, and PGAP2 that can limit the body's response to stress, which provide a new direction for treating anxiety. This method is a natural way to dealing with the changes. That stress brings to the brain. Research suggests that the development of this technique can benefit anxiety therapy. So today I tell you 3 things you should know about anxiety. First, I tell you about what happens to the brain when people are anxious. Second, I tell you about different types of anxiety. And finally, I tell you scientists' new finding on anxiety. My hope is that people affected by anxiety take their mental health more seriously and get rid of it sooner rather than later.